Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm James Hart, frontman for the rock band Burn Halo, and you're watching The Green Room on Buzz News TV.
Welcome to the Green Room with Kim Katz and my very, very special guest tonight, James Hart, frontman of the band Burn Halo. And we just saw them play here at the, where are we, Allstate Arena?
Allstate Arena.
To a really nice, enthusiastic crowd, and it was an awesome set.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. There was a riff in that song. Well, first of all, I love that riff in Dirty. Is it Dirty Little Girl?
Yeah, Dirty Little Girl.
That's a great song.
Thank you.
And it's got a dynamite guitar riff. Did you write that?
No, I did not. That's one of the...
You can say you did, just, you know.
No, I don't want to take credit.
No, I'm kidding.
You know, I did write a lot of the guitar stuff on the record, but
awesome.
A lot of it was just like the simple chords. And then my friend Neil Tiemann, actually, he wrote that guitar part. I think you're talking about probably the opening riff.
Yeah,
he wrote
that's
that.
Cool.
And basically, I would write a simple chord, or Zach Malloy, the guy I wrote the record with, would write simple chord progressions and stuff like that, and the changes. And Neil would come in and spice it up for us.
Okay. Awesome.
So we would get like the foundation down, and then Neil would sprinkle his little magic on it. Yeah.
What was the other one I was going to mention? The song "Save Me,"
yes.
The closing song. Now, what's that one about? Is that?
That song's about me reaching out to God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I went through a rough point in my life where I just kind of was throughout the course of my life just sometimes looking for trouble or making mistakes and being really, really careless about things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just about my walk through life, trying to find out why I'm here, what's my purpose, and what can I do to make a better life for myself, what can I do to make myself a better person. And the key line to me in that song is in the bridge. It says there's still time for redemption. And to me, it was just when I found that out, that there's still time for redemption, it just kind of like really, really hit home with me. And the song came about, and it has a really, really
that's
good
great.
It's
not too late. There's still time.
Yeah, there's always time. I feel like at any given moment, like anybody on the face of this earth has the opportunity to change their life around for the better.
Right.
And it's all it's all up to them. And I was able to put two and two together, and I feel solid with who I am.
I find like what that song "Save Me" is a real powerful song. And do you find that your vocals come more alive when you're singing songs that are spiritually, oriented?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I definitely get more in tune with that song than, maybe some of the other songs, and just, the song's much easier to emote.
Yes. Have you tried writing stuff specifically about that?
No, I never like
without, you don't have to tell your band, but like in your mind thinking this is a song about something, relating to Jesus or something about that struggle or whatever.
I kind of done that in the past with my old band 18 Visions.
Okay.
But I really had to like tiptoe around what I was saying.
Sure, right.
Because I was the only one in the band that had a faith, even though at that point in my life I hadn't put it all together, and I definitely wasn't the man I am today by any means. And
you may never want to completely identify with that, with your musicians. It might be a private thing.
Yeah,
you know the songs about that. They don't. You know what I mean?
But they do, and the fact that some of the guys have faiths of different backgrounds, and they are accepting and really, really cool about it makes it that much easier. And to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have anybody in the band that like really, really had a problem with where I was coming from.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it is, you know, we have like a pre-show ritual where we get in a little prayer circle and
awesome.
you know, say like a little, you know, whether it's 30 seconds or 2 minutes.
Oh, that's
you
nice.
know, just
yeah.
that, you know, thank you for blessing us with our talents and, you know, wherever we are in what city and keeping us safe. And
I bet you that gives you a lot of good energy right before you go on stage.
Totally. It's such like...
It's like essential, right?
It's such like an icebreaker and like a tension, you know, it just kind of gets rid of all the tension, the nerves just kind of go, and it's like, wow, that was awesome. No, I've been in a band where I had a lot of negativity in my lyrics, you know, and there's a lot of...
Has that changed for you now? Or
yeah,
are
absolutely.
you eliminating that?
Yeah, absolutely. There are a couple songs on this record that lyrically might be a little darker, but it's actually me putting myself in somebody else's shoes.
Okay.
And, you know, trying to get in their mindset and their frame of mind of what they're doing and how they're living their life and trying to portray that into, you know, a song that I would want to write.
Yeah.
You know, because when you don't have a lot of negativity in your life, there's not a lot of negativity to write about, you know?
Right.
And you can't write about, you know, flowers and rainbows like all day, you know?
Right.
So you do have to mix
drama.
it up and step outside the box, you know, as a songwriter and try to, you know, do something a little different.
Well, even in Dirty Little Girl, you know, you're talking about a dirty little girl, but it's like you're not condemning her. You're saying I'm in love with her. You know, she's crazy, she's this, she's that. You know, but I love that about her as opposed to just, you know, the lyrics that just beat down the women, you know. Yeah, totally. And that song is another one where I stepped into, you know, a very, very close friend of mine's shoes, and he was going through this situation with a girl, and you know, you sit down and you listen to the song, the lyrics, and that's his story with that girl over the last, whatever, 2 years that he was with her. Right. And that, you know, she did these things and, you know, went off with this guy and was partying with that guy and didn't really care about the repercussions because, to be honest with you, there weren't any because he was in love with a dirty little girl. And, right.
You know,
that was the thing.
He just wouldn't let go of it, you know, regardless of what she was doing. For some reason, you know, he kept holding on. Yeah.
Some people like damaged goods, right?
Yeah.
I'm teasing. How did you come up with the title for the band?
Yeah, I definitely, you know, was toying around with names for quite a while, and I found that, you know, I really like the idea of a halo and like what it stood for, just how angelic and pure it is. Right. Obviously, there's a game called Halo. The video game, very, very popular video game. And I'm like so out of video games. I don't know what it is. So is it violence?
Kind of, I think. Is it like a killing game?
Yeah, but I think it has to do. I've never really played. I think it has to do with like outer space and stuff like that. Maybe. I mean, I could be wrong, but so that was taken. So I was just trying to put different names, different words together with Halo, make something cool. So I came up with the idea of Burning Halo. And my manager thought it would be better just to go with Burn Halo. And I was like, cool. So to take meaning of that, you know, with the idea of Burning Halo is like, you know, the glow or, you know, the burning of a halo. Oh, you know?
That's nice.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to take one off and, you know, light it up.
No.
That's beautiful. That's really neat.
Thank you.
Like I said, everybody in your band is really tight. Each player is, you know, they stand out. They're very, you know, the good-looking kids, too.
Thanks. Yeah, it was definitely, I wasn't sure because I had been in a band with these other guys in 18 Visions for so many years. And, you know, to put a new band together and be on stage with them, it was just the first show was, you know, after a couple of songs, I had to sit back and be like, whoa, what's, you know, this is a little funny. But, you know, after, you know, a few songs, it really, really sank in and, you know, it was like time to go.
Right,
you know, so I've got a great group of guys with me playing, you know, very, very talented, you know, good looking guys. Everybody wants to win. Everybody's got a positive attitude, so it's good. Yeah.
And I appreciate that you're allowing your newfound spirituality to affect your music and your lyrics. You know, it's nice I like rock. I want to enjoy it. And when someone's coming from that place of positivity, you know, it's you know, it's a pleasure, you know, especially the way, you know, women get bashed sometimes by the big rock bands. It's uncomfortable to even listen to.
Yeah, I definitely would never, ever, ever do that in a song, ever,
I know, it's awesome. It's good, and it's righteous. It makes your music better.
That's just not me, and that's that's where I'm at, is trying to be a righteous person, and if it wasn't for if it wasn't for the Lord blessing me with my talents, I wouldn't be here. So I always have to give praise to God first and foremost before anything, and He's the reason why I'm here. He's the reason why I'm able to write great songs and be on stage and
have your gifts
and tour the world. Yeah,
and your
absolutely.
dad was here tonight.
Yeah.
He looks so proud of you. That must be so awesome to have a parent you're watching when you're in town.
Yeah, it's definitely good to have that support. For
sure. He's like really thrilled for you. And
absolutely.
Likes to check you out. That's great. Well, thank you for hanging with us.
Thank you.
Go check out Burn Halo. Awesome. Nice to meet you,
yeah,
sweetie.
You
have
too.
a wonderful tour.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and check them out right away.